Robocalls, well, they're not just annoying, they're costly too. Over the past year, Americans have lost nearly $30 billion to robocall scams. And that's according to a new study by the spam blocking app Truecaller. Christine Lazar looks into what can be done to finally put an end to these spam calls, including new laws that just went into effect to protect consumers.
It's annoying. My phone rings off the hook. If I answer a couple, then I start getting flooded. It shouldn't be my problem to fix. They're the ones that are breaking the law.
Annoying, relentless, and illegal. Robocalls, we all get them. But is there anything we can do to actually stop them? From automated dialers and recorded messages to spoofing and scammers, the calls are coming in at an incredible rate, according to recent reports. U.S. consumers are on track to receive 52 billion robocalls this year alone.
As long as there's money, there's going to be scammers trying to get some.
CNET editor-at-large Ian Schur says that part of the problem is that as hard as we try to stop them, the people on the other end are trying even harder.
What has happened is that the technology behind it has gotten even more sophisticated to the point now where I get a lot of robocalls from local numbers, right? Copycats of a number I would expect to come from my area, or even sometimes of actual people. So that's part of what has made robocalls a really different experience these days.
But where do all the numbers come from?
It has a computer program that's behind it that has a list of all of these phone numbers that they believe are ones that have real human beings behind it. And they gather them all together and then they sell them to these scammers, and they just send out tons of phone calls hoping maybe one of you will press yes and start talking to them.
And once you answer, they know that they've got a working number. So what can we do to slow down the calls?
The best thing you can do these days, unfortunately, is not to pick up the phone if you don't know who's calling you. Obviously, they'll leave a message if they care, but that is one way that you can really, truly protect yourself. Another thing you can do is that there are apps out there, and those are also really popular in terms of identifying spam callers. And the way they do it is that you and I actually tell them when we get a spam call, and then they put it in their list.
So the short answer is you need to get a call protection app on your mobile phone in the same way you have antivirus on your computer.
Alex Calici is CEO of Umail, a visual voicemail and call blocking app that helps protect your number.
It's designed to not let your phone ring when these bad guys call, or if they manage to get through, they leave a voicemail, we can tag the voicemail and say, hey, this is a problem, this is a scam.
But for consumers like Tamara Ehrlich, paying for an app isn't enough.
This should be on somebody else to police, not me. And I'd like to see cell phone companies take a bigger role in making sure that their customers who are paying for their service aren't being inundated with scam and fraud and robocalls.
Here's some good news for consumers. As of June 30th, the FCC requires all carriers to adopt the new Stir Shaken technology designed to stop the flood of robocalls. STIR stands for Secure Telephone Identity Revisited, and Shaken is signature-based handling of asserted information using tokens. The technology works by ensuring that calls traveling through the networks have their caller ID validated before it gets to you. Only time will tell how well Stir Shaken actually works, and hopefully it does. But for now, we might just have to get used to hearing those phones ring.
It gets very annoying to have my phone constantly ringing and not have it be anything relevant.
Christine Lazar, CBS 2 News.
Now, more bad news according to Umail. We are now back up to our pre-pandemic level of robocalls, with Americans receiving 4 billion robocalls in the month of May alone. And if you have a story idea, email to On Your Side at cbs.com or tweet us using the hashtag 2OnYourSide, and Christine will see what she can do to help you out.